Hi, YouTube. I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney, and that's very key, that part of the intro there. I am an employment attorney because I'm addressing a question that I've been getting a lot lately about New York City that is not employment related, in my opinion. So, there's been a lot of news media coverage. It's been a big conservative media talking point that New York City is prioritizing race and a couple other protected classes in terms of people getting COVID testing and COVID treatments. Specifically, the COVID treatment called monoclonal antibodies, which I think everybody kind of agrees has saved a lot of lives at this point, but which also is very hard to get your hands on right now. Once the feds kind of got wise to monoclonal antibodies, they kind of they kind of did a thing where they made them really hard to get and kind of took control of that supply chain. And seems like, from what I'm hearing, they've been redirected to Major League Sports organizations and other kind of elites in our society. And so there's not a lot going to the states right now. There's just not anywhere near the supply that we would actually want in terms of saving people's lives. And so, and just to be clear, this is not one of these medications that are like, I don't even know, like media battlegrounds. Like, we're not talking about uh, any of these other things. I don't even want to mention them because if I say them, I'll probably get attacked in the algorithm, right? Monoclonal antibodies, I believe everyone's on the same page about. Not a doctor. I don't know. It's just my understanding that everybody agrees that they do actually save lives. Now, people keep messaging me like, hey, Vince, can they do this? Are you going to file cases about this? Prioritizing race for testing, prioritizing race for treatment. People are going to die. People are not being able to get on their flights because they can't get tests in New York City right now. There's just nowhere near enough tests. All which I say, I don't know the extent to which that is a real problem. I don't know. I know that New York City is admitting doing it, but I don't know to what extent it's being done. And I do know it's not an employment attorney question. It's not your job doing this to you. So it's not my purview. And I'm not going to file any cases because, again, it's not my job. If you want to file those cases, I think you could probably speak to a constitutional attorney and they might take it up for you, they might not. But it's just not really my field. My field is very narrow, very narrow. I'm not that bright. I can only know my narrow field, right? If I start venturing off into other fields, I'm going to start making mistakes. So, no, I'm not going to file any cases. I'm not going to get involved. I don't know. I know it's happening in New York City. I know New York City says it is happening. They admit it's happening. That is their stated policy in writing. That's all I know. I don't know the extent to which it's actually happening. I don't know the extent to which these monoclonal antibodies are actually being kind of funneled to rich people. It seems like a lot of the Major League Sports organizations have an unlimited supply. It seems like maybe elites are getting these things and not the states and the cities in terms of supply, and then they have a very limited supply that reaches New York City and they have to decide how to parse those out. You don't like it, I would vote for different people. But I'm not going to be filing a case on this. And I am sure that will make some of you angry. Again, it's just not my field. It's not something I know a lot about. All right. Like and subscribe, or don't. Comment down below. Tell me I'm a jerk. It's fine.